Hi guys, today I want to introduce you to a varnish alternative with no fumes, so you can feel safe using it at your home studio. It's great for acrylic, oils, and watercolor, so it's very versatile and no drips. We know we hate all those drips that can happen with liquid varnish, and it's great for paper and collage. It's non-yellowing, which is awesome, and it has a satin or a matte finish. It's archival as well, and it's wonderful for mixed media projects. And what is this amazing varnish alternative? Stay tuned and I'll let you know. Hi everybody, so I promised I would share with you, and this is it. It's Dorland's Wax Medium by Jacquard. This is a cold wax medium. It can be used for a lot of things. I'm going to show you how to use it today with a soft cloth for varnishing. It's a varnish alternative. The links to the products in this video are in the description box if you're interested. Now this Dorland's Wax Medium by Jacquard is the one I'm going to use today. There are other brands, but I really like this one, I have to say. And then, like I said, a soft cloth you're going to need. I just use a cotton, I think those, just kitchen towel. Now you just put a little bit on your cloth and you start rubbing it in. This is an acrylic painting on a 12 by 12 cradled wood panel. This is just acrylics on here over the top of a layer of gesso. And the idea here is that you're getting an extremely thin micro layer over the top, and you'll just basically, if you need a little bit more, this wood was a little bit absorbent, so I had to use maybe a little bit more, and I had wanted to get the sides there as well. Be sure to get the sides of your piece. So I think if you're using canvas, it's not quite as absorbent as this wood. You may not have to use very much at all. But the idea here is that you're going to get a really thin layer all over the entire surface of the piece. Now, that's the first thing that you want to do. And then you go back and you just kind of wipe it, any excess off. So that's the plan for the first layer. Okay, you want to apply more than one layer, so apply 2 to 3 thin, even layers for best results, allowing each layer to become dry to touch before adding the next one. Now, to get a matte or a satin finish, a matte finish, you allow it to dry 24 hours and you don't do anything else. But if you want a satin finish, you buff it after 4 to 6 hours with a soft cloth for a satin finish. Okay, so this is one that has, I've put several layers on, I think 3 layers on here, and each time after 4 to 6 hours I lightly buffed it, and this is going to be the final buffing. Now you have to think of this as like, imagine you just waxed a car, and you know how when you wax a car it looks kind of filmy at first? I'm really trying to get the camera to pick up what happens. It's very difficult to show on camera. But a shine happens, a shine occurs, a glossiness. And now this is satin finish, so you're not going to get that super high gloss like maybe my Liquitex varnish video. But see that shine on there? I really tried to pick this up for you guys. It is hard to show on camera. So if you're wondering if you can use this on your acrylic pours, absolutely. You can use this on watercolor. You can use this on wood, clay, pencil drawings, pen and ink, canvas, mixed media, collage, watercolor, gouache, oils. It's just like incredibly versatile. And it's also a medium, so it's not just a sealant, which is how I'm using it here, but you could mix it with oil paints, powdered pigments like TLPs, color art pigments, metals, other art materials like acrylics, and you could just experiment to see how those go. Now here's what the end result looks like. This is the painting in a floater frame. And yeah, so I'm going to show you another piece and what I did with that here. This is on a cradled wood panel, 12 by 12. These are from ARTEZA. I really enjoy these cradled wood panels, and I'm going to give you a close-up. This mixed media project has a bunch of different mediums in it. So there's paper, you can see gel prints, handmade gel prints. Y'all are always wondering what I do with all those gel prints and collage papers that I make, and here is one of the examples of something. There's acrylic paints, there is markers, gel pens, so those are water-based, the gel pens. There's a lot of little textures in here that you can see. So the process is still the same though. You just take some on your soft cloth and you gently wipe it over the top, and it's perfectly fine. I want you to take note that as I'm wiping this over the pen down here, it does not dissolve the gel pen. And that can be a real problem if you've done a lot of embellishing and then you put a liquid varnish on there and it just washes away all of your hard work, and there's nothing fun about that at all. So don't forget to get the sides of your piece, and then again, all I'm doing is just gently in some circles, putting a thin layer on and then wiping any excess off at the end. Don't forget, one of the coolest parts about this is archival and non-yellowing. So you're not going to ever have to worry about this yellowing. It's removable with mineral spirits or solvents if you decide you want to go back and change the artwork. It's just a really versatile varnish and medium all in one. Now this piece right here I want to show you, this is mostly paper and spray paints. There is some acrylic paints on there, of course, and the top part specifically is Stencil Butter, and that's by TCW, the Crafters Workshop, and I do love that Stencil Butter. But the point being that it is raised up off the surface, and yes, you can still use this wax over the top of that Stencil Butter right there, and I just use it carefully. I mean, I'm not trying to disturb the raised portion, and I don't want to get a bunch of globs stuck in between those delicate parts. So I just used, I just took my finger and rubbed it in carefully, and it was no problem whatsoever. So even if you have some raised parts, I think you can still use this wax over the top. There's also a little bit of crackle paste on this one, which you can't see on camera, but I had no problem using it over the top of the crackle paste either. So it's just an extremely versatile medium. This piece is available too if you're interested. It's called the Circle of Life. I want to say thank you to my channel members for your continued support. You can become a member of this channel for as little as $5 a month, and you get all different kinds of perks. I know one of the channel members just won one of the giveaways for the golden fluid paint that I did last month, and you get all different kinds of perks. Now, if you're wondering how do I join, it's really easy. At the bottom of each video there's a join button, and you can see the different levels of membership and all of the different perks that you can get by joining this channel. So I really appreciate your support, and becoming a patron of the arts is much appreciated. So thank you so much. Much love and light to all of you who are supporting this channel. Okay, so my last piece has a lot of different textures in it. It also has inks, gel pens. This one also has plastics on it. So there's a few plastics in the flowers. Some of the flowers were created on graphics, opaque craft plastic, and some of them were created with paper, gel prints. There's acrylics. Again, this is just, all pretty much just a mixed media, right? And so the process is just the same as the last. Now, if you're wondering, does this bring out and enliven the colors? Yes, it does. It's not as intense as a gloss, but for a semi-matte or a satin finish, it really, really is lovely. And I can see myself using it, especially in the winter when I don't want to go outside and spray a varnish, or I don't want to be around the fumes. of a varnish. So I really, really appreciated this technique. Now I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I would love to hear if there's other videos that you would like to see me make. If you could leave a comment down below as to other videos that might pique your interest, some things that maybe you've been wondering, I'd love to know. There it is in a black frame, and that's the finished piece. That one is already spoken for, but these other two are still available. And thanks for watching again. I appreciate each and every one of you as always, and take care. Don't forget to subscribe and hit all notifications so I can make more art videos just for you.